Hi, I'm Eric.
And I'm Dick. We're the Annuity guys.
And today we're looking at the complex component of how to build a hybrid annuity, or the fixed index.
Well, the question
annuity.
everyone has, Eric, is, well, how do these produce a higher yield? I mean,
Right.
how do they pay more? I mean, banks, are way down here.
Well, it's a
half a percent,
yeah.
1%, and then a fixed annuity, a standard fixed annuity. You're talking 2.5%. Some of the maybe might get up to 3%.
Right. So they're using your money. It's the other people's
What's the
money
gimmick?
component.
What's the gimmick?
There.
I mean, how can I earn 5%? I mean, some of these they have the ability to earn 6, 7. We've even had these annuities that have earned 8, 9, 10%.
And uncapped options are all the rage right now. So how can they afford to pay an uncapped? Give you the uncapped upside of the market, of a particular index, we should say.
Yes.
And it's very simple. All right, so you use your 3% example. So if you put your $100 in, or $100,000, and you figure 3% is the going rate. I would have given you the 3%.
Yeah, the annuity company would have given me 3%.
It's the shell game. If you give me back my 3%, I can give you potentially.
But how can you do that? How can you do that?
Well, I'm going to take your 3%, and instead of giving it to you, I'm going to walk over here to the options table.
Okay.
So I'm going to go to the options
Eric,
market.
that sounds a little scary.
I know, it sounds a little gambling here. I'm going to the options table, and we're going to. But basically, what they're doing is they're giving it to people that are institutional money managers that specialize in this area, and they're going to buy options in the market based off the index typically that you're selecting.
Right.
And they're saying, hey, if the market goes up, these options are going to magnify exponentially in profitability. And guess what? We're going to share those profits with you.
Right. And the advantage the insurance company has is that it has, first of all, the ability to manage risk, probably better than anyone. Yeah. And then it has world-class money managers that this is all they do.
Right.
So they can take your money, they can buy an option, typically a call option, so that when they exercise that option, it pays very well. And if they don't hit, the option doesn't go up, doesn't hit its target, then it expires.
It costs the insurance company nothing,
right?
Because they used your money. Remember, that was your 3% that would have gone to you. And of course, they're always making a little something on the side. Don't worry about the company; they're not going broke. So.
Well, and yet when we look back at the success of this. The returns, the interest credited, has exceeded, as a whole, what they could pay on a standard fixed annuity. So it is a way that folks can increase their interest gains and the upside and get a little bit of that market participation.
Sure. And as we always say, the comparison here is we're typically looking at what the banks are paying. And if you look at what the banks are paying right now, it's not too tough to beat the bank.
Yeah, to beat 0.5% or 1%. So I mean, even a standard fixed annuity will beat the bank, usually by 3 or 4 times. I mean, we're talking, pushing 3%.
Right.
And you and I have stated many times, and we take a pretty conservative view, folks, that a fixed indexed annuity, which is known as the hybrid annuity around the internet, is going to return maybe 3 to 4% right now with the caps on the average. And some of the enhanced ones we've seen doing maybe 5 or 6.
I usually say the 4 to 6, 4 to 7.
Yes.
I mean, there are some that are really geared towards growth that have more growth potential.
Yes, they do.
It's balancing out again there what your goals are. Is it growth? Is it income? What's the need for your? But yes, if you're looking for the growth annuities, you've got the potential to get some averages up there in that 4 to 7% range.
And the good news, Eric, is the reason people turn to annuities are a couple of things. One is safety of the principal, the premium, so that they can't go backwards. They also look for income a lot of times, the contractual guarantees. And so we look at the upside yield of a fixed indexed or a hybrid kind of as gravy, as icing on the cake. I mean, if you get it, great. If you don't, you've still met your goals. Your principal's safe, and you have contractual guarantees for your income.